Hey guys, good evening. So my goal for 2020 was to put out a video a day. Um, Today I went to the park, set up. I forgot everything. I forgot the tripod. I forgot the jewelry that I wanted to set out at the park. I forgot the towel that you need to set down next to your holes to keep your holes clean, because the park I was going to is a soccer park, a bunch of soccer fields, and you don't want to dig up their fields and just leave it totally dug up. So I got a little video from that, just a few minutes. I was playing Jai-Alai, and I thought that you guys probably wouldn't like to see me playing Jai-Alai, so I thought of this video. It's a question that I get asked every single day that I'm at the beach. What's your best find? Well, for me, it's pretty easy to answer for last year, because I was coming back from the Don Cesar, and I like to hunt in the water primarily during season when it's hot out. Getting in the water is just a blessing, right? So if you can't catch low tide, and a lot of people can't catch low tide all the time, just hop in the water. There's things like I haven't relic hunted yet, so I couldn't say. I have found a brass, or actually several. This is my third brass. It says it says 43. So the last time somebody touched that was 77 years ago. So for me, this stuff's kind of cool. It's not cool for a lot of people. They want to see something, big blingy with a stone. This was fun to find. Just found this the other day, emerald thing. That's fun. Look, those are all fun to find, but for me, every time somebody asks me that story, it's just instantly apparent. I was coming back from the Don Cesar. I'd been in the water about 7 hours. I was tired. Anybody who hunts the water knows that hunting the water for 7 hours is a long day. I was still in the water. I was in about knee-deep water. I was coming back. I like to rotate from waist deep to chest deep to knee deep. So I was pretty much in the knee deep water. That way the coil's not so heavy when you drag it through the water. And a gentleman was approaching me from the beach, and you guys know when somebody's hunting you down from a long ways away, they've got some eye contact. They're coming to find you. And he came down and he asked me if I could find gold and diamonds. His wife lost her bands the night before. I said, well, I can find gold, but I can't find the diamonds. The diamonds are attached to the gold. And he was an engineer. So as an engineer, he knew how to line something up precisely. They built a castle, a sand castle on the beach. And he knew, after his wife lost the bands in the water, he knew to line themselves up. He lined up the precise location with the castle, with the pillar on the building that they were staying on behind them. Now, so he and his wife were telling me the story of her. This is what she was doing. Now everybody's got the knuckle that they say that the band won't come over. Now in 15 minutes you lose a ring size. So if your ring's tight when you get to the beach, if you go swimming for 15 minutes, it's gonna come off. Bands come off, guys. If you're at the beach, you're gonna lose it. So they're telling me the story from the exact spot that she said that this is the way it goes. She said, honey, should I? And she de-knuckled it. And as she said, honey, should I? Meaning, should I take it back to the beach? Should I put it back in the room? Whatever her should I was. Honey, should I? She got hit with a wave. And I remembered the day before's waves were like 3-foot curlers at the beach. So I could see people play in those waves all the time. So I could see her saying that and getting hit by a wave at that moment. Now, she said when she came up all she saw was shells. So that gave me about a 10-foot shell window with his precise pillar. It took me about 20 minutes to find these bands, guys. So he was watching me like a hawk, like I was going to steal their bands. They've already filed a claim, he said, from the night before, and he kept watching me like I'm going to steal these bands. And it was like a fisherman's last cast, guys. No kidding. I leaned out with my arm like with the last effort, and I knew what the sound was, 12, 13 on the knocks. I knew what it was. I knew that it was the rings. I turned and I dug it up, and I looked in this scoop, and man, this set of rings, it's like all you saw was diamonds around all three bands, and then that one center diamond. And I'm like, I said, wow. I grabbed him and I said, $200, because he said, I'll give you $200 to stop and look for him. I said, $200, huh? And he goes, no. I said, I'll take 100, because it had only taken me 20 minutes, $300 an hour. That's fantastic. So I'm like, I'll take 100. He goes, no. And I said, well, meet me over at the beach. And I said, I reached into the scoop, and I had it in my hand. And guys, this is why I do this. I don't do this, and this is why I tell this story. I don't do it for the $100. I don't do it for the money at all. I do it for what his daughter did next, guys. I opened my hand, and his daughter was standing next to him, and she went, Mommy's rings. Guys, the mother must have been crying the whole night before, which must have just about traumatized the kid. So when I opened my hand and that kid went, Mommy's rings, at the top of her lungs, that's why I metal detect. That's what the feeling is when you give somebody back their bands. Man, he's like, oh my God, I'll give you, and he went and got me $150. I got $150, not 200. I didn't care. I just wanted $100. But the reaction from that little girl is why I can tell this story and tell you that it's my greatest find from 2019. I found some cool things, guys. I found, I don't have it. I found an fire opal that I'm gonna keep forever. It's 150-year-old opal. I've found some really nice things. I just found that 14 karat sapphire ring. It's my birthstone. I'm probably going to keep that one forever. I've found some really cool things, but that story in particular was my best find of 2019. Couple 250-year-old nails. These must have come off a wooden ship from the late 1700s, early 1800s. This is the nail that I put 250-year-old nail in one of my videos. This isn't it. I sold that to that guy for 20 bucks for a subscription. This thing, I thought it was a dang Christmas ornament. You want to know how out of times I am and how I don't watch TV, guys? A friend of mine told me this is that BB-8 character from Star Wars. Who's buying themselves a gold Star Wars earring? The things we find at the beach. So I'm gonna put this video up today. I don't know if you guys follow me and watch my content, whether it's metal detecting or not. I just wanted you to know from my heart that story. A friend of mine told me that I should put out content that I want to put out, not something that you guys want to watch. I want to do both, obviously. I want to feel good about my content, and I want you guys to enjoy yourselves. So if you guys have any ideas for things that you want me to help you with, if you guys want any collaborations, if you want to go live on a video, talk about anything, etiquette, about metal detecting in general. If you're going to be in Florida and you want me to look at a beach for you before you get here, I'll absolutely do that. I'm going to be a big channel, and I hope to still be able to comment below my channel and keep in touch with a lot of you early followers. Later, when my channel is large, I'm probably not going to be able to keep up with a lot of the stuff. I'd like to be able to comment and say thank you to everybody, because I'm very grateful for a lot of people that have commented already. So sorry for the short video today. I'll try to drop in some photos so you know kind of what building I was at and what I was doing. So I love you all, and I'll be out 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm going to St. Pete Beach in front of the Dolphin Resort Hotel there. It's right off the public main beach. I'm going to do the white sand gritting. That's slaw beach, so you're going to see me with about 100 pieces of canned slaw. The 14 karat sapphire ring was a #1 on the display. That's just about every piece of canned slaw at that beach. So tomorrow I'll probably have 100 pieces of canned slaw, but you're hearing here first that I'll most likely find some gold or find something valuable tomorrow. I'm having some negative comments. One guy said he wouldn't pay $1,000 for a machine just to pick up some change. Well, I'm picking up the change for you guys. I'm just doing a lot of videos right now. I could find tons more stuff if I concentrated instead of focused on putting out content. So hopefully I'll have a camera crew eventually. I've got some documentaries that I want to do, some big channel collaborations. I've got a property in Maryland, Frederick, Maryland, 2 miles from a battle site that I know hasn't been hunted. I know that the troops came through this property by the way that the southern side of the property has cliffs, and it would be their only access through to get to the battle site. So I promise you that this July I'm going to have a month of content with Civil War stuff. My buddy also wants to do some gold sluicing on the property. I'm pretty familiar with setting up a dredge, because since Gold Rush started and those shows started, I wanted to go to Alaska and dredge for gold. So I know how to pretty much set up a sluice. And this year you're going to be seeing me probably with a 3-inch dredge in the river. So I hope that's good enough content for you guys. If anybody wants a BB-8, just let me know. I'll send it to you. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.